Okay, let's talk about the TikTok influencer who went from posting aesthetic apartment tours and my boyfriend bought me. This video to reportedly helping cover up a double murder. When I navigated dating before I met my boyfriend, I literally used to think that I had to prove to the people that I had dated that I did not need much from them. The Kathy Wu case is not just for your average true crime story. It is a wake up call about the fake lives we are consuming on our FYPS every single day. Think about it. While you are scrolling through someone's perfectly curated content, manifesting their seemingly dream life, they might be hiding something seriously dark. This is not just about murder, it is about how social media has created this alternate reality where we can't tell what's real anymore. And trust me, this story gets dark. This is the shocking truth of Kathy Wu. Ho Chi Minh City, 2023. The city never sleeps. Its streets are alive with a constant hum of motorbikes and the glow of neon signs reflecting off the Saigon River. Among the millions of people going about their lives, a 26-year-old man named Polly Fan is doing something that seems almost unbelievable for someone wanted for double homicide. He is heading to the gym. Yes, you heard that right. While Interpol had a red notice out for his arrest, he is facing capital murder charges back in Texas. This man is casually maintaining his workout routine in Vietnam's largest city. He is not exactly living like someone on the run. He goes out on weekends, joins the nightlife scene, makes new friends. The only hint that something might be off every time he returns home, he carefully checks over his shoulder, scanning for anyone who might be following him. Meanwhile, in the Vietnamese countryside, his friend and alleged accomplice, Jaden Nagoyan, 25, has taken a completely different approach to hiding from the murder charges. He's playing out a romance story, except it's all a lie. Jaden has convinced a local family that he has fallen in love with their daughter, promising her the American dream, marriage, and a US green card. The family welcomes him home with open arms, not knowing that they are harboring a fugitive wanted for one of Houston's more bizarre double homicides. These two men have chosen Vietnam as their hiding place, and at a first glance, it makes sense. Ho Chi Minh City has more people than New York City. It's a place where, as locals say, everyone minds their own business. The city's endless maze of streets, markets, and apartments, buildings, it seems like the perfect place to disappear. But here is the thing about hiding in 2023. It's not exactly as easy as it is used to be back in 2009. A reporter named Evan Ratcliffe tried an experiment. He wanted to see if he could disappear in the age of Facebook and security cameras. He offered $5,000 to anyone who could find him. It took just 3 weeks for civilians to track him down, and that was 14 years ago, before TikTok, before widespread surveillance. Before the digital footprint we all leave became so hard to erase. So how did Polly and Jaden end up here living these strange double lives in Vietnam? The story begins with a shocking discovery in Houston, Texas. It involves 129 pounds of mere $36,000 in frozen cash, 2 brutal murders, and a TikTok influencer who built her following giving relationship advice. That influencer was Polly Fan's girlfriend, Kathy Wu. and she was about to learn that sometimes the perfect boyfriend is not so perfect after all. The most bizarre part, one of these men had not even planned to flee the country after the murders. He had applied for an emergency passport renewal, a detail that would later suggest to investigators that at least one of the killings was not premeditated. They were making up their escape plan as they were going along, and somehow they almost got away with it. But as they were living their new lives in Vietnam, one hitting the gym, the other playing Romeo, Kim Brand, the unit manager of the fugitive apprehensive team in Harris County, was on their trial when her superiors told her that it might take years to find them in Vietnam. She was not discouraged in the age of digital footprints and worldwide surveillance. She knew no one could hide forever. What Kim and her team did not expect was how these fugitives would eventually be caught in a twist that seems almost too perfect. It was high-tech surveillance or international police work that would be their downfall. It was something much more human. The power of Asian anti-gossip networks. But we will get to that later. First, we need to go back to Houston to a luxury apartment complex where a TikTok influencer named Kathy Wu was building her brand around relationship advice and the perfect boyfriend. The same boyfriend who would soon be hitting the gym in Vietnam, running for murder charges. The same apartment complex where, according to the police, a man named James Martin would take his last breath, setting off a chain of events that would end with 2 dead bodies, 3 arrests, and an international manhunt. Pastel colors, aesthetic apartment tours, relationship advice delivered in a soft, sweet voice. This was Kathy Wu's brand on TikTok. Her content resonated with young followers who saw her as the embodiment of success, a corporate marketing professional with a dreamy apartment, designer clothes, and what seemed like the perfect relationship before her world imploded. Kathy Views was the type of influencer that made you believe in fairy tales. Her content felt like a big sister showing you the blueprint to living your best life. She did film herself doing the most mundane things, organizing her pristine kitchen drawers, sharing laundry hacks, explaining what to look for while apartment hunting, and somehow make it all seem magical. Everyone wanted to recreate her aesthetic, her lifestyle, her seemingly perfect world, but it was her relationship content that truly captured her audience, his attention in one viral TikTok. She outlined all the things that her boyfriend did that forever raised her standards. The list read like a romance novel. He always carried her luggage, was spontaneous about travel, showed interest in her hobbies even when they were outside of his comfort zone, and gave the most thoughtful gifts. She emphasized how he catered to her emotional needs, allowing her to be her most authentic, weird self. Yeah. Let that sink in for a moment because it's going to hit different in a minute. Her advice about relationships struck a particular chord with young women. She often talked about her own journey, admitting to things that she used to need to prove her independence to potential partners. When I navigated dating before I met my boyfriend, I literally used to think that I had to prove to the people that I dated that I did not need much from them. She warned her followers about bum-ass men who love independent women because they foam at the mouth when they find out that you don't need much from them to be happy. Her message was clear. Do not dim your light. Do not make yourself smaller. Do not settle for less than you deserve. She preached about taking up space, being as irritating as you want to be, and never changing your personality for men. The irony of this message would later become painfully apparent. He saw my Ragadi as 8-year-old MacBook and replaced it for me. This is my birthday present. I'm so grateful. When her boyfriend bought her a MacBook for her birthday, she shared it with her followers as an example of the kind of generous, thoughtful gift giving she advocated for. Her comment section would fill with young women wanting to raise their standards, to wait for someone who would treat them the way Kathy's boyfriend treated her. Little did they know that this MacBook would later be speculated to be something far more sinister. A thank you gift for helping cover up a double homicide. So much for never dimming your light for a man. On a cold January night in 2023, a dog in an UPSC Houston gated community would not stop barking. Its owner spent hours trying to calm its pet, never imagining that his dog might be sensing the presence of killers. The private community, home to only about 10 houses, was considered one of the safest places to live. The houses were close together with tiny sidey yards between them. Everyone had a ring camera. Everyone knew their neighbors. It seemed impossible for any serious crime to occur without something noticing. The next morning, the dog's owner noticed something odd. His neighbor's James white Toyota Prius was sitting in the garage with its engine running and windshield wipers going. The garage door was open, hours passed and nothing changed. Concerned, the neighbors tried calling James. No answer. He walked around the house, peering through windows until what he saw made his stomach drop. The house was ransacked, and there were dark splatters on various surfaces that looked horrifyingly. The house was ransacked, and there were dark splatters on various surfaces that looked horrifyingly like blood. When police arrived at 8:30 a.m. for a welfare check, they found a scene that would scar them forever. Furniture was overturned, cabinets and doors hung upon, and blood was splattered across walls and floors. In the middle of the chaos lay the body of Dana Risdal, a 35-year-old Oregon businessman who had been visiting his friend James. The investigating revealed that both James and Dana had been involved in the legal marijuana industry in Oregon. James had recently moved to Houston to focus on being a father, supposedly distancing himself from the business. Yet, the discovery of 129 pounds of and 36,000 US dollar in frozen cash suggested he had not completely cut ties. Dana, known for his larger-than-life personality and successful distribution company LTMN, was described by friends as someone who could fit in anywhere, from Fortune 500 boardrooms to rock concerts. But where was James? His Prius had been towed to the police, impound lot as evidence, but for 5 days no one thought to look in his trunk. When they finally did, they found James' body, bound with duct tape around his hands, feet, ankles, and head. He had been shot multiple times, just like his friend Dana. The discovery sent shockwaves through the investigation. How had this been missed? The car had been sitting in the police impound lot for 5 days while officers searched for James. This crucial oversight gave the killers precious time they used to flee the country. But before they could understand why these men were killed or who was responsible, investigators would have to unravel a complex web of relationships that would lead them to the last person anyone expected. A sweet voice TikTok influencer who preached about healthy relationships while reportedly helping cover up her boyfriend's crime. The investigation took a wild turn when security camera footage led police to a luxury apartment complex that thousands of TikTok users would instantly recognize. It was the same apartment Kathy Wu had showcased in their viral Moving Out series. The one with the perfectly arranged kitchen tools, the aesthetic organization hacks, the dreamy decor that had followers commenting apartment goals on every video. Most of the pastel things in my kitchen were bought in the springtime because that is when companies came out with a lot more pastel versions of items. Hopefully this helped, and good luck on your move now. Police were walking those same halls not to admire her interior design schools but to investigate a brutal double homicide. The CCTV footage from that night painted a chilling picture. James Martin's white Prius pulls into the garage, guided by two men, Kathy's boyfriend Polly and his friend Jaden. James entered the building, then nothing. For 30 minutes, the cameras show no movement. When activity finally resumed, it's just two men backing James' Prius out of the garage. James is nowhere to be seen. Police would later track the Prius's journey from Kathy's apartment straight to James' house. Within an hour of arriving there, Dana's Dodge Ram pulls up. Shortly after, the Dodge is seen living with two men inside. Dana would never be seen alive again as investigators piece together the timeline. They begin to see what they believe was a premeditated murder that spiraled into something even darker. Their theory: James Martin was deliberately lured to Kathy's apartment under some pretext possible to discuss money. According to James' mother, despite what Kathy would later tell police, it was not James who owned Polly money. It was the other way around. Had James been lured there to collect his debit? Whatever the reason, police believe James was ambushed in the apartment, tied up, and killed. His body was loaded into his own car's trunk, and the killers drove to his house, presumably to steal drugs and money. It seemed like a calculated plan until Dana showed up. Dana's arrival was not part of the script. Now police believed his only crime was walking through his friend's door at the wrong moment. Here is the thing that baffled investigators. Despite finding 129 pounds of marijuana and $36,000 in cash, the killers took nothing. Did Dana's unexpected arrival throw them into such a panic that they felt empty-handed? Or was this ever really about the drugs and money at all? Just when everyone thought that this case could not get more bizarre, the evidence against Kathy Wu started piling up. Turns out she had some interesting shopping habits. Home Depot receipts showed that she did purchase bleach, peroxide, and trash bags before the murders. But wait, did not she have a TikTok showing how much she loved cleaning? Indeed, she did. In one viral video, she filmed herself cleaning counters at a club, talking about how she even brought my cleaning bottle from home. At the time, followers praised her attention to detail. Now investigators were seeing those cleaning habits in a very different light, but the most damning evidence came from her phone record. During and after the time police believe James was being killed in her apartment, Kathy made 6 FaceTime calls to Polly in just 25 minutes. The topic making sure the garage door was closed. For someone who built her brand on being an independent woman who did not need a man, she seemed awfully concerned about what her boyfriend was doing in her garage that night. When questioned by the police, Kathy tried to distance herself from the events. She claimed she had a work-related dinner that night and Polly had texted her about an emergency that prevented him from joining. She even attempted to paint James as the aggressor, claiming he had a history of threatening people, including her boyfriend. This was not just about cleaning supplies anymore. This was about a TikTok influencer potentially helping to cover up a double homicide. In what might be the most unsettling aspect of this case, Wu continued posting on TikTok the very next day while police were discovering Dana's body. She was uploading content praising her boyfriend, including showing off the new MacBook he had given her, a gift that some speculate was a thank you for helping to cover up the murders. This jarring disconnect between posting cheerful content about her boyfriend's thoughtful gifts while reportedly being involved in covering up his crime highlights the sometimes sinister nature of the social media personas. The very platform where she preached about healthy relationships, became a stage for what prosecutors argue was an attempt to maintain normal after participating in and covering up brutal murders. So here is where things get wild. While Kathy got arrested for reportedly helping clean up a murder scene, her perfect boyfriend, Polly, and his friend, Jaden, was already on planes to Vietnam. They were so desperate to escape that one of them had to rush to get an emergency passport renewal right after the murders. Like, imagine committing a crime and then having to stand in line at the passport office. The way that these guys tried to hide in Vietnam was insane. Polly is out there living his best life, hitting the gym like he is not wanted. For capital murder, meanwhile, Jaden's in the countryside playing Romeo, promising some poor girl a green card in marriage just to hide out with her family. Thankfully, they both caught in June 2023. Turns out, you can't just post gym selfies when you are running from a double homicide charge. But the most jaw-dropping moment when Kathy showed up in court. Her lawyer came through with the most junior boss defense ever. The same woman who made TikToks about being independent and not letting men walk all over you. Her lawyer literally tried to argue that she was just following her boyfriend's orders because they had only been dating for a few months. This is the same Kathy who told her followers not to make yourself convenient for others and warned about bum-ass man who love women who does not ask for much. The same Kathy who had a whole corporate career, her own luxury apartment, and preach about talking up space and being as irritating as you can be. Now suddenly she is playing the I just did what my boyfriend said card. Listen, some men are not romantic and that is okay for whoever they end up with. But not me. I actually want flowers. The disconnect is giving whiplash. Here is someone who built her entire brand on being a strong, independent woman who would not settle for less reportedly, helping cover up a murder because her boyfriend told her to this. Whole situation has everyone questioning everything they did ever seen on their social media. Bottom line, maybe we need to stop talking life advice from people just because they have good ring lightning and know how to transition between clips. While much attention has focused on Wu's involvement and the shocking contrast between her online presence and alleged actions, it's crucial to remember the real victims of this case. James was the father trying to distance himself from the to focus on his family. Dana was a kind and adventure-loving person who was simply visiting a friend. When he walked into a tragic situation, Dana's father's words captured the heartbreak perfectly. For 5.5 months, I prayed for them to be caught every day. He did nothing wrong. He walked in at the wrong door at the wrong time. And it has devastated our family. The Kathy Wu case is not just another true crime story. It's a wake-up call about everything that is messed up about social media. Well, we all are out here double tapping perfect that girl morning routines, and my boyfriend bought me this video. Someone's entire online persona could be masking something seriously dark. The scariest part, Kathy kept posting her aesthetic relationship content the day after reportedly helping cover up the double murder. It shows just how deep this fake social media life can run and how the whole ride or die relationship aesthetic is not always the flex we thought it was. We need to stop treating social media influencers like they are real life coaches just because they have good lighting and know how to transition between clips. Having a million followers and a perfectly curated feed does not make someone a relationship guru or a life expert. It just means they are good at creating content. The Kathy Wu case is literally screaming at us to be more skeptical about what we are consuming online. Sure, not everyone influencer is hiding murder level secrets, But next time you are feeling bad about your life while watching someone's perfect relationship, TikToks, remember that even the sweetest voice could be reading from a script and the most aesthetic apartment might be hiding something way uglier than bad lightning. As of now, Polypon and Jaden face capital murder charges, while Wu's lesser charge of evidence tampering tells us she might be cooperating with prosecutors. She is not wearing a GPS ankle monitor and she is not allowed to talk with Polly or Jaden. Her case is still making headlines as people are trying to piece together the shocking opposite parts of her personality. But let's not glorify Kathy Wu or give her the attention she was seeking in the first place. Let's instead honor James and Dana by vowing to be more selective about the online gurus we trust. Hey, thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on staying safe online and how can we know who to trust? Leave a thoughtful comment and don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. See you soon. Yeah. Thanks for watching.